Hello there. So you would like to export your low poly mesh from Blender to Substance Painter. But first, before you do anything else, you have to do one more thing. And that is you need to create your UV map. And UV map is basically how the 3D object gets turned into a 2D texture. You can, for example, imagine this like the seams of your t-shirt being cut apart, and then from a 3D mesh you get a 2D texture. Okay, so the first thing I do if I work on a coin is I go under it, go into edit mode and delete this one vertex here, because everything under the coin isn't even visible. First, you have to do one very important thing, and that is pressing Shift A. No. Before you do anything else, you have to click on your coin, press Ctrl A, and click on Apply Scale, because otherwise the UV map will turn out quite badly. So apply scale on your coin, and then we can already go to UV editing and see how it would look right now. For that you go to UV up here and click unwrap. Now to see how well it's doing, we have to do one more thing, and that is we have to go to the shading, delete everything here because we don't need it right now. Then press F3, find the image texture, connect it, create a new image texture, and choose UV grid as generated type. And now you see that it actually generated a nice little UV map. And as you can see, the top is perfect. It's just the way it has to be. And the bottom part is kind of weird. You could leave it like this, or you can edit the UV map. For example, I could be like, well, this part here I can cut apart. I can make a seam here. For that you go to UV and click Mark Seam. Now take everything you have and click on Unwrap, and you will see you have to click C and then Material Preview, and now you can see the difference it made. I actually think it's not turned out better, so I go back, click Clear Seam, and unwrap it once again. And I think this is actually a pretty good UV map, so just leave it. But if you have more complex objects, you want to create seams. So for example, you could create the seams at the edges that are sharp anyways, or you can try to hide them behind other things, but that's generally how you create the UV map. You could also change the UV map on here. For example, you can click on all of this and make it smaller or bigger, or rotate it, or even make it this way or that way. But as long as you apply scale, it should work pretty well. So most important thing, first apply scale, then create the UV map.